Meeting, call to order the Bryant Planning Commission meeting of December 9th, 2024, and have a roll call of the commission.
Staton. Johnson.
Yes.
Burgess.
Here. Present.
Penfield.
Here.
Hooten. Here. Edwards. Irwin.
Here.
Speed.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum, so we will proceed. There were minutes delivered with your packet from 11/14/2024 for review and approval tonight.
I move we approve.
Second.
Have a motion second. Any discussion or corrections? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, and then any announcements tonight, Mr. Taylor?
None at this time.
Mr. Cole?
We do have one announcement. We're going to do a director's report. That's going to be at the end, just a little short one. There is one correction on the agenda. Item 3 under DRC report. It should say requesting modification from Harder Bryant Code, not Midtown. I crossed through it on y'all's version. On our agenda online, it still says Midtown. Actually, now it's saying Harder Bryant, so I guess.
There you go.
Take
care of you.
There you go.
We're good there. But I was just going to let you know that one change and that we were going to do a little short director's report.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, Andrea, we'll let you fill us in on the DRC report.
All right. Lot 11 and 12, Block 13 of original Town of Bryant replat. Freddie Beza requesting approval for replat. This was recommended for approval, contingent upon updated copy of the plat showing the survey details on that plat. Window World of 511 Boone Road is requesting a new driveway. Hannah Newland requesting modification from the HOP code on width of the new driveway. Recommended approval based upon Bryant Street Department recommendation and with adding MUTCD compliant driveway signage on Boone Road. Midland Farms, Lot 102 replat. Hope Consulting requesting approval for replat of Lot 102 into Lot 102A and B. Recommended approval on that. A1 Fireworks, 25612 I-30 temporary business permit. Joan Ray requesting approval for temporary business permit for fireworks stand, which was approved contingent upon the fire marshal inspection of the tent once it's set up. Jen Wealth at 4756 Bryant Parkway, their site plan. Philip Lewis Engineering requesting site plan approval, which was approved contingent upon remaining items being addressed. Jeffus Family Dentistry at 23233 I-30 with the sign permit that was staff approved. And that's it.
All right. Thank you. We have no old business tonight. We have no public hearing tonight. So we will move into our new business, item 8 on your agenda, Lot 11 and 12, Block 13, original Town of Bryant, replat. Freddie Beza requesting approval of replat.
Do we have a representative from Freddie Beza here?
Did you ever receive the documents?
We didn't receive the document now.
What was it you were needing on that survey? Just the setbacks?
Yeah, it was an updated replat showing, or replat document.
Showing the Harder Bryant setbacks?
Not necessarily that, but the most important thing would be the source of title, certificate of recording, and then the sign and date.
Oh, that's sign and date section. Okay, I remember now.
Mr. Chairman, I would propose that we shuffle the deck and put him last, and if he shows up.
Okay, we have a motion to move Freddie Beza's replat on Northeast 2nd Street to the end of the agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, moving along. Item 9, Window World, 511 North Boone, new driveway. Hannah Newland requesting modification from Harder Bryant Code on width of new driveway. And we're going to let Ted give us a summary.
Do we have a representative from Window World?
You can bring us up to date, and then we'll let Miss Hannah tell us what's going on.
Currently, this particular location needs an additional driveway to allow for tractor trailer rigs to come in and out and access the site and be able to offload equipment and materials and reload. Initially, we looked at this, and I believe Kelly, our city engineer, was looking at basically the access as far as the driveway is concerned. I believe we wanted to depart from the current Harder Bryant to extend it to a 50-foot wide driveway to improve it. and make it usable. And that's pretty much where we occurred at this point.
And as Adam, that was a recommendation from our street department.
That is correct.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily a request.
Now, how is the driveway you're talking about going to be located?
You're gonna leave the current one
Okay,
there, and then they're gonna put a new one.
okay, yeah, gotcha. Thank
The
you.
street department requested and required that it be the 50-foot for safety and.
Makes sense,
Hindsight.
makes sense. Good decision.
Ms. Anna, would you like to say
Okay.
anything?
Any other questions of Ted? Taylor? Okay, Anna, come on up, we'll let them. Anything else you need to add to it?
What is the process? Is there permits and things that we need to also get in place to do this? And do you have recommendations for who to go about to get it taken care of?
Once we get the site plan approved, or this approved, then they would have to acquire a permit to install the.
Temporarily, currently, we just have a temporary permit for driveway construction on Boone Road, since it's not a state highway.
Just get the temporary permit and move on.
Okay. And
But it's a city street, so, I'm sorry, so you're gonna inspect where they cut into it and do all that?
Correct, and
so-
also the culvert, we want to verify the culvert size too.
Okay.
Has to be, what's a ditch? I
I
think
believe it
it's,
is a 36.
that's a ditch now, isn't it?
Hmm?
That's a ditch.
It is a ditch. We don't currently have a driveway permit. I know when I left, we were working on driveway permit.
Oh, we never got it.
That's okay.
We don't have one.
But you still require a temporary permit,
Yeah.
which, you know how much it is?
No, not offhand.
Okay.
Yeah, just say, check with us and we'll get it sorted out for you.
Okay.
Is that location okay for that new driveway?
I do believe so. It'll definitely cut out a lot of the tractor trailers coming in too close to the building, and helping them not close down Boone Road. That's kind of been, some of our newer drivers, we have a warehouse manager, he'll go out and assist. But there's some of them that are not experienced whatsoever, and Boone Road gets closed down occasionally. So I definitely, with the schools and everything, because sometimes our trucks are late, don't want to affect traffic like that. So whatever we can do to get some kind of assistance will be great. As far as companies to do the work, do you have any recommendations?
Can't
Can't
really
do
go
that?
there right
Okay.
now.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm learning. This is my first time going through all
So
of it.
tonight, I mean, you get an approval on a site plan,
Okay.
which gives you permission, authority from the city to construct it the way you presented it,
Okay.
and the city's required you to. And you would acquire the permit, and you bid it.
I suggest that if you would reach out to the streets department and they'll aid you as far as locating
Yeah.
where you need to go.
Okay, that puts me in the right direction. Is there anything else that I need other than that?
I think we're good. Do you have any other requests or comments? All right.
I might be back for some more projects later, we'll see, but for right now, one at a time, so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys, I'm sure we'll see you
We're
around.
gonna have a roll call vote.
Johnson,
Yes.
Speed,
Yes.
Burgess,
Yes.
Edwards here, Irwin,
Yes.
Penfield,
Yes.
Hooten.
Yes.
Okay. You can buy your permit, or get your permit. Thank you. Item number 10 on the agenda, Midland Farms Lot 102 replat. Hope Consulting requesting approval for replat of Lot 102 into 102A and 102B. Mr. Taylor. Mr. Leonard, one of you.
So this is a replat that came before DRC back in September. It's been a little while. It didn't immediately come to planning commission because of the interlocal agreement with the city, or not city, the county. So we had to send it over to them and wait the period, 6-day waiting period to see if they had any comments on that. We never received anything from them on this replat. So this is just to replat one lot into two, and then that separated out the two dwellings that are currently on the lot. So each would have its own dwelling. The only thing that I was going to add to this was that at the time of the DRC review, applicant was asked if the property owner would be willing to sign a pre-annexation agreement from the city limits due to the property abutting our city limits on two sides. I can show you that on the map real quick.
What'd they say?
At the time, the applicant said that shouldn't be an issue, but I just wanted to bring that up tonight so we could confirm that they would still be willing to do that as a contingency on the approval of the replat. This is the property here. You can see where it abuts the Creekside subdivision there on two sides. And then actually across the street as well.
Yes, so I mean, what are you gonna put in the pre-annexation agreement? Just, I mean, they already adjoin it.
Well, we could ask for the annex, go ahead and bring it into the city. However, if we did that, we'd create an island there of a property owner. So we wouldn't technically be able to do that. It wouldn't be accepted by the county.
That's the only area that would be annexed, is that lot? Those two lots?
This lot here will be separated into the two. But this would be an island at that point, so we wouldn't be able to come into the city. So that's the reason I suggested pre-annexation, just have an agreement in place where we could bring them in under ordinance once we had other property owners in the area.
Island, because it's on three sides of it?
Be four sides.
Because they own that, that
Yeah, they own the
7-3, I got you.
Yeah.
Now, if it was a public road, that would be a different story, but that is not a public road.
That was going to be my question.
Because typically pre-annexation is I agree to annex once you become contiguous, so I mean, you're gonna have to have a trigger in your pre-annexation agreement that triggers when they annex.
There, I know the mayor is working on an initiative to start picking up areas like this, like the Centaur area, as far as some other pieces that we may do as a matter of vote in the next year or so, maybe 2027, in which case we could add that parcel as part of that vote.
Has there been a conversation with the island property owner, whether they would want to annex in?
No, there has not.
So
But I mean,
maybe it's a trigger on,
Yeah.
or
yeah.
they agree, it comes in either time.
And we don't have a requirement, we were just asking if they would be willing to do it.
Yes, I mean, currently, I mean, services provided out there is, it is part, I believe, part of the fire district, as far as whether or not the police respond to it, it's that, but we do not have water or sewer service to that property.
We got it to the next property right next to our house.
Yes, to the south of it.
So, everything else meets, I mean, easements, setbacks, everything they've done, as I recall, meets our requirements.
Yes.
Any other questions of Mr. Taylor, Mr.
I'd like to see a pre-annex, though.
Sir?
I'd like to have a pre-annexed agreement signed.
Can we make that a requirement?
If they meet everything else, I don't know that we can, other than ask for it.
We can definitely draft up the paperwork and see if they'll sign it.
Jonathan, do you have anything to add to it?
I'll be happy to answer any questions you all have. I think it's pretty straightforward.
And you know them on the pre-annexation, I mean, there was some future trigger, would they be willing to sign it?
They're willing, yes, sir.
Okay. We'll just ask for an approval, subject to some acceptable pre-annexation agreement between the city and the property. Is that okay, the applicant? Everybody understand that? Okay, we'll have a roll call vote.
Speed,
Yes.
Burgess,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Irwin,
Yes.
Hooten. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Item number 11, our 2025 development calendar.
So there's, 3 green dates that I have highlighted on that calendar. And those are dates that aren't the normal dates, that would be, that would fall on. November 26th, that is actually, the DRC meeting would be on a Wednesday instead of Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, similar to this year. And then for the DRC on the 23rd, the deadline, would actually be, the deadline's on New Year's, or no, sorry, Christmas Eve, not New Year's Eve. And then the DRC meeting would actually be on New Year's Day. So I backed them up one day each there.
Have the same 2 problems, and it's fine with me, but the first meeting of the year, I have a pre-planned meeting I have out of town every year on that same day. So it's 6 one, half a dozen another, but we moved it to Thursday. And then the only other one I can probably live with, but the Monday is opening week of rifle deer season. And
Now's the time to move it.
yeah, I would ask for both of them, but that's,
I make a motion to move them, just to satisfy Lance Penfield.
Seriously, do I need to write that down?
no. So everything else on the calendar was good.
You gotta take care of Lance.
Well, you never know how many people.
That'd be the January 16th meeting,
Sir?
January 16th meeting.
Mhm.
Are we doing January 16th? Is it, are we,
Moving it to Thursday
Thursday,
was
okay.
the motion.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
January 13th, I apologize. That would be the Monday, the 13th, and then moving into Thursday, the 16th instead.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And the green highlighter are the ones that you adjusted?
Those are the ones I have moved already.
Okay.
We're doing it for you too, for your deer hunting.
Colton is usually out.
No, we don't, we want it,
B team.
yeah.
Are you gonna be, are you done? Are you
I'm
going- You're done, this is your last meeting?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll be absent until that spot is filled. And so it would be good if we moved it to the 16th, so we wouldn't have it, so we make sure we have a quorum.
Get somebody in the new position.
Yeah, and I think there's movement on that, hopefully.
You want to move the other one?
Sir?
Seriously, do you want to move the other one? The other date?
Yeah, we were moving
Both of
the
them.
November date.
Okay, so you are talking about
Date
moving.
would
Okay.
be,
He did a motion with both of them.
Okay, I just,
I'm letting him work his math here, and then we're gonna keep moving.
November 10th, move to Thursday, would be the 13th, if we wanted to do that.
Yeah. In that opening,
Yeah, that'd be moving it from the Monday to that Thursday,
perfect.
that week.
Lance, we could be happy then.
No excuse to miss then, right? I would've been happy AWOL, but
I know,
That'd be November,
we need every person here we can.
meeting that morning, or DRC that morning.
anybody else have any conflicts since you've looked at it? Okay,
No.
you're good with that, Colton?
That's fine with me, if it's good.
Do we have a motion, was there a second?
Second.
And that was to change those 2 dates, and the motion was to change the 2 dates he had on there and to recommend approval of this calendar. All in favor signify aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, I'm gonna create a nominating committee, and if you're not, here, you usually get.
Got a vacancy right here.
Joe and Amy?
So Amy and Joe will be our nominating committee.
Told my wife I'd better be there.
To 'em, and see, you miss, you get hammered.
We're slammed.
Colton, you can reach out. I'm appointing those guys as our nominating committee for the 2025 calendar year. Make that as, we don't have to do anything but say that's the committee, right?
That's correct.
I mean, I have that authority, so there you go. Then you said you had a director's report.
Yes, we do.
As the director, I'm going to defer to the mayor.
I do want to say I want to appreciate Walter being on the planning commission.
Sorry, this is your last, maybe he's.
I'm coming down.
There you go.
Well, big boy,
Ouch. That hurts.
I think the big boys.
How about right here? Well, we got you a little something.
Somebody can take a picture of you.
We got a little something. Thank you for all you've done. We're really thrilled about you being on city council. Personally, as I've observed you in this setting, one of the things I really appreciate about you is your willingness to have conversations and ask tough questions on the record so that the people of our community can hear, these are the things we're dealing with, this is what we're trying to make decisions on, and they can at least hear the logic. They may not agree, but they can at least hear, this is why they're doing what they're doing. And I really appreciate that. I think it's going to continue to be very helpful on city council. So thank you for all your work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We got to stand there. We'll get the picture.
Wherever you want me, man.
Making sure you smile.
We have the whole, everybody get that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna call a little recess here.
Oh, sorry,
You could do it and adjourn.
took over your meeting.
We got one more thing.
I wasn't trying to here.
I want to say, don't forget us little people, and do thank you for your time on here and all your,
Yes.
here, you stand by.
I didn't want to take over your meeting, Lance. No, you the
I'm
guy.
glad you gave your comments there.
Very nice comment. Let me go outside so you can't see my eyes. 10 years.
10 years, y'all.
Wow.
Just cut him off the nose. He was only,
Retirement?
he was only,
Oh, we are good then.
he was only 26 when we started. 26 when we started here, no gray hair.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Cool.
I think I was 18.
Hard to replace.
Lance was on here, Jim, you were on there. Yeah. Longer than me, so.
I was older than you, I think.
How long have you been on?
You remember?
No?
Okay,
Yes, 10 years?
Yep. Larry Mitchell, pardon me.
Oh, yeah.
Paul
I was
Alex,
so young, man.
no state trooper.
Wow.
So, I did some work. All right, thank you, Walter.
You're welcome.
For whatever the mayor didn't say, we do appreciate all input you've given us all the times you showed up. And don't forget us little people when you're up at the council level. Come back, be a liaison or something. There'll be one more motion in order.
Well, we do have,
Oh,
we made a motion to move item 8 to the last on the
Oh,
agenda.
sorry about
that. That's saying that the representative.
Let's ask this question, I know they're not, so the plat had everything on it except, no, we didn't even have the plat. Okay.
Well, it was a plat, didn't have everything like your signature place and all that. Should we just table it?
Yeah, that's our only choice right now. 'Cause
Make a motion to table item.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I think that's the only fair thing to do.
While we're on the report, and I'm not gonna put you on the spot, don't want anything tonight, but I don't want us to forget, we're working on that,
Master trail plan.
yeah, the trail, and that'll be, it's the end of the year, and that'll be rearing its head.
Yeah, at some
January,
point,
I'm sure.
we assembled some ideas from just about everybody we met with, including some council members. What I'd like to do is go ahead and proceed with developing a new map with those, that reflects those, and then bring it back to you for review for one more time, and in which case we'll either update the current master trail plan, which is already in the walkback drive, and I think it'll even present what projects we'll do first, and so we'll have conversations about which projects we'll engage in first.
And I commend us on as a group, changing our bylaws, which was a goal, which we got that.
Yep.
We got that updated, but also had a goal of working on our comprehensive plan. And
That's correct. That's going to be, in fact, we're already assembling kind of a request for qualifications for firms on that, and probably we'll send that out first quarter of this coming year.
perfect, okay.
I do have a question. I saw in the newspaper that we got a grant to put a walk trail through Deadwood.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is that down in open land?
Yes, it is. It's in that area that's between Reynolds and all the way to Debswood through what is affectionately known as Debswood Park.
Yeah,
And it's all city-owned property, so no right-of-way will have to be required for it.
Yep.
It is in the floodplain, and in some sections it is in the floodway, so
Right.
you'll have to meet those.
and where they're gonna start in that little park and then
Debswood
go,
Park and continue.
and then go where?
It goes across this open space we have here of this property, and then come across here and down through this property that we own here.
Yep.
Good idea.
Yep.
That property that's tying it together was donated by the Finley family.
They can walk 7 bridge.
To connect.
They live over there.
So,
Which property?
the property that the city purchased, that large tract right there on
Right.
Ridgecrest, and then Finley donated the connector that goes all the way through Finley, and actually, I'm not giving the guy credit, his name is Chris Flake, he owns the daycare. They contributed the right-of-way to the city, and the city worked on whatever percent plans you have to do to have a grant. I know we've been working for a grant for 7 or 8 or 9 years now.
Really? That long?
It's awesome.
Well, on that particular one also too, in the master transportation plan, it actually has a collector that goes through there that connected back to Ridgecrest and Dell with a bridge that was gonna be
Yeah.
incredibly expensive. And we were looking at for various grants, and this one just come to the surface for trail. It's the easiest thing to do at that point.
Great.
Good job.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Congratulations.
All right, any other motions?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
A motion second, all in favor? Aye.
All right.